In the evening, Ramya was sitting on a platform bench at the Yashwantpura railway station waiting for her train to leave for Tumkur, worried that it might be late. Then a young man of her age carrying a laptop bag over his shoulder sat down on the bench and immediately said, "Excuse me, maybe the train is late today too, right?" Ramya did not feel like answering him, but out of politeness she nodded her head as if to say yes. Even though she felt like waiting for 2 minutes, she looked up and looked at him. The young man was handsome. Noticing that his gaze was fixed on her, she immediately turned her gaze to another train in front of her. There was a deafening silence between the two of them. In the meantime, different trains came and went. Ramya stood up as soon as the announcement of the train they wanted was made. She hurriedly climbed the steps of the train and tried to enter. Meanwhile, in the commotion, her slippers got torn off and her foot went under the platform. She opened her eyes in panic. In a moment, the young man standing behind her bent down and carefully lifted her leg. She was unable to walk properly in that shock. Then he said, "If you don't mind, please put your hand on my shoulder and walk slowly. Otherwise, you will miss the train." Ramya, as if on cue, slowly climbed the steps and entered the train, taking the support of his shoulder. And so a seat was found for both of them. He sat opposite to her and handed her his water bottle. She, who was tired, drank the water without saying no. "Thanks." "Hello, my name is Abhilash. What is your name?" "Ramya." "Where are you going?" "Tumkur." "Here in Bangalore." "I am doing a diploma in management. I come and go to Bangalore every day. And you?" "I am also going to Tumkur." "What are you doing there?" "I am going to meet my brother." Meanwhile, 5 people came up to the same compartment and 3 of them sat next to Ramya. The stench of alcohol was emanating from their breath. Ramya found it difficult to breathe in that foul environment. The other two, who were sitting opposite her next to Abhilash, started talking obscenely and laughing along with the others. Seeing this situation that was out of hand, Abhilash said, "Darling, your leg is hurt. You come this way to the window. The upper berth is empty anyway. Climb up from here and sleep." Knowing the situation, Ramya did the same like his obedient disciple. With Abhilash's help, she climbed to the upper berth. She also had to endure the pain in her leg. Realizing her distress, Abhilash reached into his bag and gave her the tube of moo ointment he had kept for emergencies to apply for her leg. She blurted out, "Thanks a lot, you are too good." The two of them, who were supposed to be husband and wife, got down at the next station without commenting. Ramya felt as if her life had come back to her. That day's journey felt incomplete without Abhilash. Then Ramya said, "Abhilash, what would my fate be without you today? In what words can I thank you? What you have done for me today? If I just say thank you, it will be very trivial." "Oh, come on, Ramya. Anyone else in my place would have definitely helped me this much. I have no say in this," said Abhilash. While they were talking like this, they had already reached Tumkur. Ramya tried to use another pair of slippers she had kept in her bag, but due to the swelling in her feet, she could not put her feet in them and struggled. Abhilash immediately gave her the slippers he was wearing. Ramya stepped on them comfortably. Abhilash himself lifted her bag and put it on his shoulder. Helping her, he made her get off the train. "Shall I come and take you to the PG?" "It's okay, I'll go," she said. "How can you go? You know about the condition of your leg, right? Let's first take you to some clinic and get some medicine. Then I'll take you to the PG and then I'll go and meet Anna." "Stay. I'll take an auto right now." Then Abhilash called an auto and asked to take her to a good clinic nearby. Then his auto stopped in front of a big clinic. The doctor examined her and said, "There is no fracture. She has suffered this injury due to an accidental sprain. I will apply a cold bandage and give her an injection. If you take pills today and tomorrow and rest, everything will be fine." When Abhilash said he would pay the doctor himself, Ramya objected and gave it herself. They took the pills from there and left for her PG in another auto. She had recovered a little due to the cold bandage and injection. Abhilash walked her to her room. When he said he was leaving, Ramya said, "Please stay, have coffee and go." "It's okay, no, it's already late. My brother is waiting for me. I'll have coffee when we meet again. Now rest," Abhilash said, shaking her hand warmly as he left. Ramya felt so bad that she had to send her closest friend away. She slowly walked to the door and waved goodbye to him. After a while, Ramya, who was reclining on the couch, closed her eyes and saw only images of Abhilash. Her whole body trembled sweetly. She felt that Abhilash should not be sitting there and talking to her. At that moment, someone rang the doorbell. Oh, who could have come to her room at this time? She walked slowly and opened the door and saw Abhilash standing in front of her. "Oh, I think you forgot something," Ramya asked. "Yes, I left my mobile here in the hustle and bustle," said Abhilash. "Oh, I brought your slippers. Too bad. You have been barefoot since then. Please put them on and go," she said, forcing him to sit down, and went inside, heated the milk and prepared 2 cups of Nescafe. Ramya, who handed him a coffee cup and sat down on the couch opposite, started looking at him with a sideways glance. Abhilash was telling his brother on the phone that he might be a little late. While serving coffee, their fingers accidentally touched. She felt a thrill all over her body. They both started sipping their coffee in silence. After finishing the coffee, Abhilash got up to leave and asked her, "Ramya, can you give me your phone number? Isn't this your WhatsApp number?" She felt confident as if he was not a stranger, but someone she had known for many days. She effortlessly gave him her number. He immediately gave a missed call and told her to save his number. Saying bye-bye, Abhilash left. Ramya, who came back and slept, felt empty. She didn't even feel like eating that day. The auntie who had given them the PG room ran the canteen. She told them that she didn't want food in the room that day, drank milk, swallowed a pill, and went to sleep. She remembered the events of that day so many times. She didn't know when she fell asleep. She woke up late in the morning and it was already 8 a.m. Thinking that her first period was almost over, she quickly got ready and walked towards the railway station. A week passed like this. That day it was a vacation for college. That day Ramya was very much reminded of Abhilash. He had said he would call, but he had not sent a single message yet. She felt like calling. No, he was thinking something. She walked towards the station by dragging her feet to leave for home. Abhilash was remembered again and again. Suddenly the phone rang. She looked. Abhilash had called. She said in a trembling voice, "Hello." "How are you, Ramya?" "I am fine. How are you?" "There has been no call, message, nothing so far. I was a bit busy with my brother on business. We have a jewelry store. I went to Ahmedabad for purchasing for that. You have not left for Tumkur yet, have you?" "I will come to the railway station right away. Get ready." Ramya was also jumping with joy. She immediately went to the washroom, fixed her makeup, combed her hair, and got ready. She wore earrings that she had not worn for a long time. She took them off and put them on. That day, she looked attractive in that get-up. When she came out of the station, Abhilash, who had arrived on a bike, waved at her. He was attractive in crisp white pants and a blue shirt. Mesmerized, she got on the bike and sat down. "You look very cute today." Hearing this, Ramya was thrilled and said, "Where are we going now?" "To a good restaurant far away. Let's sit there and talk slowly." Ramya's dupatta was blowing in his face due to the gust of wind. He was mesmerized by its fragrance. Ramya adjusted her dupatta. "Abhilash, I have to tell you something. Someone has been following us for a long time. That car has been following our bike for a long time. You are just delusional. They must also be going on the same route. If they have to go on this route, why should they follow our bike? Could they not have passed in front of us?" "Don't be so hesitant. Come on, the restaurant we want has arrived. You sit at table number 4. I'll park this bike right away." Ramya went inside. Abhilash quickly came and joined her. "Ramya, what would you like to have?" "Definitely don't be shy. Let's meet like this from now on." "It does not matter. I don't want anything today." Order something yourself. He called the waiter, asked him to bring 2 samosas, 2 coffees quickly. The order came shortly. After finishing the snack and coffee, Ramya looked at her watch and said, I have to leave now. I'll miss the 4 o'clock train. Okay, I'll drop you off at the station right now and head to the store. I have an urgent meeting. Abhilash dropped Ramya off at the Yashwantpura station and headed to his jewelry store. Abhay, his brother, was frowning as Abhilash headed to the cabin. Where did you go, Abhilash? Since then, the client has been waiting for your advice. Who were you hanging out with and where? I want to know everything clearly. I went to meet my friend Ramya. I told you, did not I? I don't know all that. What is your story with such middle class people? Is this the sign of a business person? Anyway, don't make me angry anymore. Go home, talk to the client, and fix a new meeting. Okay, brother. Abhilash's words were filled with boredom. Thus, Ramya and Abhilash's friendship grew for 6 months. Whenever she had time off for college, the two of them would always go on long drives to distant restaurants. Even now, the two were very close. Once they were going to a resort outside Bannerghatta. Then, suddenly, like an angel of Yama, a bike came alongside them, and one of the 3 men on it fired a shot at them. It passed Ramya and hit Abhilash in the arm. In a moment, those goons had appeared. Ramya was lucky not to faint from this sudden shock. Ramya screamed, Abhilash, stop the bike. Abhilash immediately stopped the bike. Blood was oozing out from his arm. Ramya did not feel anything in panic. She immediately made him sit on a stone by the roadside and tied a bandage tightly to the wound so that it did not ooze out from his body, using her dupatta. She stood by the roadside and stretched out her hand for cars to stop for help, but none of the stone-hearted people in that car stopped. She immediately remembered something and called 100 for help. Immediately, a police car rushed there. With their help, Ramya admitted Abhilash to a nearby hospital. After getting the number from Abhilash, she called her brother Abhay and informed him about the matter. The doctor who examined him said that a lot of blood had been lost. He should be given blood immediately. Ramya immediately said that she would donate blood. She had given blood to someone in college in such an emergency. She breathed a sigh of relief when the doctor checked their blood groups and said they were both compatible. The doctor drew blood. By then Abhilash's brother Abhay had rushed there. Doctor, somehow save my brother's life no matter what the cost. Don't worry, he prayed. Money is not important now. This girl saved your brother's life by donating her blood in an emergency. First thank her, said the doctor. He silently turned to Ramya and waved his hand. Ramya herself gave him courage. Abhay's eyes fluttered open. As Abhilash regained consciousness, Abhay held his hands and said, Abhilash, forgive me. I was afraid that you would fall into the trap of love of some ordinary middle class girl and get ruined. The lure of money had blinded me. I had hatched some evil plan to keep this poor girl away from your life. I never thought that it would cost my brother's life, but things turn out differently than we think. Abhilash, if you plan to get rid of her because you loved some ordinary poor girl, it would cost you your life. Ramya, please forgive me, ma'am. You saved my brother's life by giving blood because you loved him more than your own. How much gratitude I can give you. Abhilash should recover and come home. The very next day we will come to your village to ask you and meet your parents. Let's get you both married as soon as possible. Abhay apologized again and again. When he went to ask the doctor for more details, Abhilash laughed mischievously when he saw Ramya lying next to him. A smile lit up their faces. Ramya, are you ready to make this fellow traveler your life partner? Ramya slowly got up to answer Abhilash's question and kissed his forehead lovingly. The two young hearts were one. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also press the bell icon to get the notification whenever a new video is uploaded.